like ultimately, like what would you like tell a guy? Like, give me an idea of like a case of a guy. You don't have to give names. Somebody that you met, that you coached, and you saw an example of what they were doing wrong, and walk me through what you would do for them.
Well, a lot of times they'll come to me with either a past messed up relationship, or they're in a current relationship that is slipping through their fingers.
Okay.
And so we just look at their behavior of how they're dealing with their woman. So, you know, I had this one guy, and he had just, I guess your typical, you know, bitchy, cantankerous wife. Like it was all just like really tight and bitter on her.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a good solid foundation of how he was able to get into those spaces with her and just be that immovable mountain, right? Who was just calm and was grounded. And he was just as volatile as she was, right? And he had all it was a perfect storm for him because he was raised by a single mom.
Okay.
Right? Amongst, like, it wasn't just him, he had like siblings as well. And so he was used to having like subversive tactics.
What do you mean?
Well, saying things in the way of like testing, right? Like testing your confidence, testing your masculinity. Like, you know, like women will do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Shit test. He was doing that with his woman.
He was testing what?
He was just basically arguing in the same way that she was, at the same intensity. So it was basically just like two angry women arguing against one another.
Got it. He was using the energy of what
he was
his mother would probably give.
Exactly.
Got it.
He was matching her. And I was like, nah, all right, dude, you have to, first of all, stop talking so damn much.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Stop getting into arguments. Control your emotions.
Yeah.
Right? And then I have him doing exercises and things every single day to bring the attention back onto himself. Excuse me. To bring the attention back onto himself so that he can start cultivating that like self-appreciation sort of energy, instead of always worrying about like what she's doing, like what she said and what she's going to do and what she's thinking. It's just like, get your consciousness out of her head and put it back into your head. Where it belongs.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So does that ring a bell to the guys when you bring it up to them, or is it absolutely foreign?
It's foreign in the sense that, when it's spoken about in like larger things like that, larger concepts, they don't get it. But I then have to look at their conversations and like pick apart certain things. So they'll send me text messages and I'll break down their text messages.
So they'll send you the text receipts like, this person's not responding, or this person sent this to me. I don't know what to say.
No, or I'll just see what they said. And I'm like, dude, you are sending like paragraphs of arguments to your wife. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. No,
you're just jumping right into the cesspool with her. Right. And just churning it up.
You're falling into a trap.
Right. That's her zone. She is masterful in that zone. Right?
The best way to win an argument is to not get in an argument.
Right. Or just like be calm, be still.
Yeah.
Like,
it's kind of like sumo wrestling. If you know you're like, don't necessarily try to weigh or out strength your opponent. Sometimes you use the opponent's weight on themselves, and you don't necessarily have to exert that kind of energy that they're bringing towards you. You can just kind of help like guide and navigate it in the right direction.
Yes, right? Yes, you can. And that takes confidence. That takes belief in yourself.
Patience.
Right. It takes patience, being calm. Yeah. And, it reminds me of like in Phantom Menace.
Okay.
When Qui-Gon Jinn was fighting Darth Maul.
Okay.
And there were those force fields that kept flipping,
and
they would get blocked from each other, right? And they would be able to fight, and then they would get blocked. And then between times when they were blocked, Qui-Gon Jinn would just sit down and meditate. He would like shut off his saber, he'd sit down, chill out, meditate, and then when the things opened up again, he like sprung to action. He's like, all right, it's time to battle. And it's like being able to do that, like not getting so wrapped up into your emotions. Whereas like, Darth Maul, he was just pacing back and forth like an angry tiger. Hitting the force field with his saber. And it's like, all right, come on. It's like, you can't get into it like that. So I'd have to teach these guys like how to really, like calm down, right? Relax. Like it's just, I'm sorry to say, but it's like, it's just a woman. Right.
Hey, ladies, you guys are just women, apparently.
Yes.
So just guys,
well,
they're just women.
Well, sure.
Relax. They're not like, come on.
Right.